Now let's have a look at early arthritis of the hands and wrist. Let me again emphasize on early arthritis. In fact, the whole of rheumatology has changed because of these words. The prognosis of the patients has improved in a dramatic fashion just because of introduction of this early. So one of the biggest paradigm shifts when when it comes to rheumatoid arthritis, or for that matter the whole of rheumatology, is this paradigm shift from diagnosing these patients at this stage where hardly anything can be done. Obviously, Parag is there to take care of this, no doubt. But this is exactly where the paradigm shift is. You know, not to diagnose them when even the receptionist tells that this is rheumatoid, but to pick them up at a very early stage. In fact, there have been quite a few studies. This is not somebody's whims and fancy. There have been quite a few studies which have shown that diagnosing, in fact, in rheumatoid or rheumatology, time is function. You miss out on time, you will miss out on function in the long run. So, early RA, as far as rheumatoid arthritis or rheumatology is concerned, it's almost equal to emergency, not like MI or stroke, but by itself, we want to diagnose them as early as possible to provide the best possible prognosis to our patients. Why is it so? Something that all of you would know and appreciate. As the duration of RA goes on increasing, the response to therapy goes on reducing. See, as you can see this, as the disease duration increases, the number of patients responding to the same number of medications goes on reducing. So this is one reason why we want this to be diagnosed early. And this is one of the landmark study that really changed how we treated rheumatoid and how we diagnosed, how we picked them up early. Two groups of patients, one treated very early, you can say 15 days from onset of symptoms, and the second patient, a second group of patients, delayed treatment, that is 123 days from the onset of symptoms, hardly anything, 15 days and 123 days. These patients were treated equally aggressively, and look at this, at the end of 2 years, there is a big difference between the two groups. So this clearly showed that what this study showed was a delay of more than 12 weeks would mean a lesser chance of achieving drug-free remission and 1.3 times higher risk of joint destruction in the long run. So something that looks small to begin with will magnify into a big thing, amplify into a big thing for the patient in the long run. What is very striking is the fact that effect of the delay cannot be nullified by a more potent medication strategy later. Treatment started in this phase had the best chance of inducing remission and resetting the disease. So this is exactly what changed the way we looked at rheumatoid. Picking them up very early as possible. The golden time for MI, 1 hour, half an hour. Golden time for this is 12 weeks. If you can pick them up in the first 12 weeks, you will provide the best possible prognosis to these patients. What would early RA look like? As any other RA, polyarthritis, bilaterally symmetrical, small joints of hand and with morning stiffness. So one of the most important management principles for rheumatoid arthritis today is diagnose them not just early, but as early as possible. How can we do this? Something that I am sure all of you would be doing. Look for synovitis whenever the patient says multiple joint pains. This is a patient with symptoms for just 3 weeks. You can clearly see inflammation in multiple joints. See, obvious. So even at 3 weeks, we should not be missing out. One more patient, 4 to 5 weeks history, clear synovitis in multiple joints. One more patient, not very subtle this thing, but obviously subtle synovitis definitely there in this IP for sure. The photo doesn't really indicate much, but there is some inflammation here. But this definitely, see, this is definitely inflamed, very early inflammation in this IP also, little bit in this wrist. So we want to pick them as early as possible. Now this is something I'm sure everybody would pick up. How about this patient? Keeps on complaining of pain. सुबह आती हो तो बहुत दुखता है. By the time she reaches the clinic, hardly anything seen. So here, maybe somebody may feel that this IP is a little bit inflamed, but how to go about as far as this patient is concerned who complains of pain, but hardly anything that is seen when you look visibly with naked eyes. Just to remind, it is the pannus, that is inflamed synovium, which becomes pannus. When it reaches a critical stage, it would be visible to the naked eye. If the patient has very early rheumatoid, the pannus may not have reached the critical stage to be visible, or if the patient has very mild rheumatoid, the pain would be there, the inflammation would be there, but it may not have reached the critical stage to be visible. So, for all you know, this patient is one of them, very early, very little synovium, not really visible. So, how do we go about in this patient? A very simple clinical test, squeeze test. You can try it yourself, doesn't cause so much of pain, hardly any pain, unless obviously if you apply undue force there. I am doing this in this patient, can't miss the wince on the face of the patient, see. I am sure you would say this can be functional also, we'll come to that. One more patient, lots of pain, lots of pain, lots of pain, a simple test, mid-tarsal squeeze test. Again, you can't miss the wince on the face of the patient. I am sure you would say this can all be functional, let's be objective, we can get an ultrasound done. As we just saw, what would MSK trained radiologist tell me in this? Wherever you are squeezing, if you are finding pain, there is definite synovial thickening there, and power Doppler shows angiogenesis. So, it is vascular synovial thickening, gives me a diagnosis of some early inflammatory arthritis. It need not mean rheumatoid, it will mean some early or mild inflammatory synovial thickening is there, which is causing all this. Something else that helps, rheumatoid factor has been there for years, but not very specific. Anti-CCP antibody, very important. Somebody has a squeeze test positive, get an anti-CCP done, it is positive, you are through with your diagnosis. Why miss out on these patients? This is where we should hit, this is where we should pick these patients up. So, if you look at sensitivity and specificity, rheumatoid, see, as you can see, 80% specific, not very specific, but anti-CCP 96% specific, very specific, it will not fool you. Our rheumatoid factor may fool you at times because it can be false positive, false negative, but anti-CCP generally won't fool you, that's the important. These are Kerr-Euler guidelines, basic guidelines. 3 or more swollen joints in the hands that are commonly affected in rheumatoid, MCP or mid-tarsal squeeze test, and early morning stiffness more than 30 minutes. If any of these is there, definitely think in terms of rheumatoid. So, when we talk of early arthritis and why should we really be focusing on early arthritis, that is because when we look at only these patients, we are just looking at the tip of the iceberg. When we are looking at this, the entire picture is there, and we should not be missing out in these patients because that is the key to best prognosis in these patients. Thank you.